Hey guys! Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been a while. I won't lie, it's been quite a while since we've been to this this colony in general. By the time of the last recording, it's been several days and my memory does not work well. But yeah, let's see how our little beavers are doing. So far, our stairs have been built, so that's delicious. So we have our stairs built for this next level here and several other levels of housing we have going on. The construction of the entranceway for this medium-sized lodge is completed. And we have this little guy heading in. The lodge has been completed and the campfire is done. So yeah, I think a lot of the major constructions that we have done last time outside of the dam are pretty much done. So yeah, let's get started. So we don't have a lot of food and water, so hopefully we can make some progress with that. We have some dandelions and blueberries coming in and some carrots, which are 78% of the way there. But just to check where we are right now, a lot of the colony is busy doing their thing. They're still a little hungry. And happiness is down to 13%. Ugh, hunger and thirst. So we have our water pumps going, and we have our 2 medium tanks that are taking in water. Can I afford a larger tank? So larger tank will pump more water, but require gears and treated planks. So I don't remember if... Let's take a look. So I know this is a lumber mill, and this is another lumber mill. So this is a gear workshop. Let's try to create something to process treated wood. We need a bit more science for that. And some energy, so I guess I'll let them do their thing for now. But I remember last time we were working on getting to the scrap heap here, so that's good. On the top left we have 6 extra jobs, but not enough beavers, so I'm not gonna push them to do too much in this run. If anything, I'm just going to pause a few of these and just let one beaver work on the scrapyard. This path isn't connected. Oh, let me connect the path over here. Oh, wait, there's... Oh, we don't need that for now. I can pause that. There's no available workers in the district, but whenever they can passively collect scrap metal, then that works for me. So right now we have our delicious floodgate completed. And some sap on the pine trees. You can see, like, right there. So a quick... And we have some carrots coming in, so that's good. And water. For the floodgates, they work just like dams. So right now we do have these little platforms here just to cross water, but as you can see, they don't stop the stream directly. So that's where floodgates come in. They work as dams, but we can maneuver them as we please. So they synchronize adjacent to other floodgates. So if we want to collect more water in this area, for example, we can just raise the floodgate. But the issue with that is that our plants and trees also require water. So we can't necessarily just shut everything off. We can keep everything going because right now we're in decent weather. And we have another floodgate over here, so if we do have a drought in the future, we can just raise these 2 floodgates to hold on to the water. That way our plants don't die when waiting for the drought to clear out. But wastewater is something I need to plan for overall. But for now, I'll just work on processing. I'll be honest, I don't even remember what my plan was last time. But looking into it a little further, we have things going here. Just not enough workers Oh no, so many of them died of hunger. We're not doing well. I know I called out a lot of the beavers' names just to honor them a little, but as our colony grows, it's going to be really hard to keep up. So for now, I'll just stick to the names that pop up on the bottom left over there. So we have a lot of our oldies died of old age and hunger. But we're starting to gather more carrots. So let me see if I can actually prioritize that a bit more. So our farmhouse collects these. So I'll have them collect that. Gatherers, we don't have to worry about for now because our blueberries are still very barren. We need to wait around one more day for a couple blueberries to come in. But for now, yeah, we'll have them work on the carrots. I am just prioritizing resources for now, because eventually we're going to get to a point where our beavers are going to go through another drought before you know it. So I want to make sure that I have everything done as soon as I can. So I'm going to unlock a water pump over here. A large water pump. Is this enough room? There we go. So I'll place one over here and have them work on that. I'm actually going to pause this and have them prioritize that because I really need some workers to come in and get this rolling. I'm just going to lay down these platforms and then another large water pump because I really want to fill these up. That way we have backup water in the case of a drought, because I've had a lot of moments where I'm like, oh yeah, everything's fine, everything's great, I don't have to worry about it, and then boom, drought, beavers dying of hunger, just like right now. So I want to make sure that these guys survive, because we have 32 beds and 12 jobs, so we just need to get something rolling. I'll lower the priority for this, that way our beavers can focus on this. Oh yeah, that's right, treated planks. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Brain. This is what I mean! This is what I mean! We have another drought. Pause. I need the treated planks. So I'll work on the treated planks here. Oh my gosh, I already spent my sciences. Why did I spend it on the... You know, it's fine. It's fine. We still have our floodgates, and we'll be able to figure things out. So for now, I'll let them just pump some water, because we really need some water, and we need some food to come in. Should I... You know what, actually... We need a lot of water. We need a lot of water. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna create another pump here. Another set of pumps. And then have them prioritize these. And then I'll connect them to the district. That way we can have someone work on them and high prioritize these. Because we need water. I don't know how else to say this. We need our water. We have 2 days until our drought, so let's see how much we can gather. Our happiness is going up. They're still hungry, but the blueberries and carrots are coming in. Why aren't they collecting these carrots? Hold on. Yeah, they're able to. Prioritize carrots. Harvest carrots. I really need them to really get to it. Because everyone's hungry, and I really don't want to risk it. But in the meantime, I know when the drought hits, it's going to block this area. And there's a lot of blueberries, like, in this section. So I want to build a bridge to get there. To save resources. Oh, I do see a dam here. This would be a good chance to spread streams. Because the way the water works is that even though we have our main water source that stretches across here, as we build floodgates and dams, we'll be able to control where the water, or where the stream goes. So all these barren wastelands can turn green once we have water fill up these, like, channels, slots, I don't know what they're called. But it'll allow us to have more areas to grow trees, grow more food and all that sort. But for now, let me try to, since we're going to go through that anyway, I'm going to try to build a floodgate up here, a level 1 floodgate, and have them work on that eventually. How far can you reach? You can reach around there. Okay, so I'm going to stretch you a little further this way, and then I'm going to demolish the station. I know it's probably a waste of resources, but I'm going to have someone work on this too. So since they're good there, that way they can start working on that, and we can make our way towards this. So, oh yep, they don't know where to cut. Cut everything, shoot. And then we can get a forester to work on that. But since the drought is coming up, water won't be around for long, so I'll just leave it to that for now. There's a chance that we might have just a small amount of water left over, but yes, we're less than half a block of water right now, so I don't really want to push that too far. But yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, there he goes. As little cuties. But it's nighttime, the 21-hour workday. I don't want to overwork these guys too much, but there's a drought. There's a drought coming up. It's just too risky right now, and I don't want to lose any more beavers as far as I can manage. So yeah, water is prioritized. Are we low in storage for wood? Yeah, it doesn't look like I have a lot of storage for wood, so I'm gonna build a large storage for wood. Because, yeah, I don't... Well, no, I have a storage for wood. So what can I do for this instead? Wood, planks. I'll let it store planks. And then keep the wood over here. We do have 50 logs. So planks over there. We'll call it a day. Everyone's super hungry. But now that our berries are cleared up and are growing back, we can have them work on it. So we have our farmer beavers working away, getting our carrots set, and we have tons of blueberries to work with. So I'm hoping that this will be enough for them throughout the drought, because they're incredibly hungry. And so far, not many folks have died of hunger, so I'll take that as a good thing. Question mark. But we're making some progress either way. I'll pause one of the science stations for now because, again, food and water are a big priority. Because hungry beavers are dead beavers. But yeah, we have some dandelions going in, blueberries coming in, lots of sources of food, and our little guy is chugging away at these trees. Hardworking fellas. I love the animation that they do for the trees, too. I know it's simple, but, you know, it's not simple to me. Game dev is hard. Respect your game developers. If they're cool, hopefully. Don't quote me on that. But, okay, let's fast forward a little bit. We have less than a day until the drought. I'm going to actually close this gate so we can start to build up some water into the stream. And the drought's here, so I'll close this. There's a chance that this water will dry up. Again, it's been a while, so I'll keep an eye on it. If it dries up, then I know that's not a safe area for now until we have our floodgate built over here. But for now, I do need my beavers to keep chugging along with this because this is a lot of wood we can use. And this would be a great chance to extend. But we have 8 days of drought. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's not terrible. So we have 27 beavers currently. Let's say 30. So 30 times 8, that's 240 drops of water, I think. So I'll pause these for now. That way we can at least have 2 stations because we need as much water as possible and as much food as possible. So for now, since we're in a drought, yeah, I think I'll just let the colony continue as is. We still need a lot of planks, a lot of... Well, actually, we can pause the scrap metal station for now because we don't need scrap metal at the moment. So we just need to prioritize food and water, really. So how are we doing in food? We're doing better with food, so I'll pause a station for that. And how are foresters? I'll pause a lumberjack mill because we don't have a lot of wood, but we have a decent amount of wood. So I won't push them too far to get that done. I'll keep the forester going. That way they can replace any trees that we may need. Okay, we have a good amount of planks here. We'll have more planks and have them process that. We still need our treated wood, 800. We're at 528, so we're making progress there. But we don't have many days left. We have 5 days, 5.6 days. So we need to gather as many resources as possible. Yep, and the water here has dried up. So when they dry up, as you can see, they become barren, and there's an expiration for every bush and crop, and trees to some extent. But yeah, there's a lot of berries that are already here, but they'll die in 7 days. But we'll be fine. We have 5 days left out of the drought, so once water comes back in, they'll restore back to normal, and we won't have to worry about that. But more sensitive crops like carrots will usually die in less days than the trees, so I'm trying to make sure that we have that ready. Now that I think about it, we should look for, well, not literally look for it, but like gather more alternative food sources. So right now we have a lot of pine and chestnuts. Oh, we do have a lot of chestnuts, actually. Let me... I'm thinking we can preserve some of these. So, chestnuts, pine, they're fine. We need someone to gather chestnuts. Do you gather chestnuts? I don't remember if you do. No, you don't. Who gathers chestnuts? You don't gather chestnuts. I think the regular gathering station... Yeah, you gather chestnuts. We have a lot of them, actually. So if we have a lot of chestnuts, I can start a bakery. Where is it? Something... Yeah, a grill. A grill, we can cook our chestnuts. So they'll turn 1 chestnut and 0.1 logs into 2 chestnuts. So more food sources. But do we have a bakery already? We do not. Okay, in that case, let me get a grill started. Several grills, actually. So we can have the babies work on that. And they get started pretty quickly, which I'm very happy for. And all we need are logs, and we have plenty of logs here. So them, do their thing. they should be done with at least one of the bakeries within a couple seconds. So yeah, we'll have that done in a bit. But in the meantime, I'm going to have you focus on grilling chestnuts, and we can actually start a farm. We can start a farm. I just want alternative food sources that we can work with. You know what? Aquatic farm, unlock. With an aquatic farm, we can unlock more literal aquatic plants that we can cook and turn into food. Let's see now. So I'll have them work on that. We don't have any, well, many beavers that can use these, but I'll fast forward a bit so we can speed through this drought as quickly as possible. But we have two options for water plants. We have cattails and spatterdock. Spatterdock, we can put it in the bakery. I'll just lay down a few of these just so I'll remember. So some cattail and some spatterdocks. And then I'll lay out a bit more. So I want to make sure we have as much food source as possible. How far can this reach? Okay. So you don't have a source, that's fine. I'll have them prioritize this so we can get that ladder done. And in terms of food and water, we're doing actually incredibly well. And we have 4 days left in the drought, so great progress so far. No recipe selected. Okay. As I've mentioned, we have the grilled chestnuts. We have a decent amount of chestnuts. So I'll let this work on the spatterdocks, and then I can create some storage here. I don't remember what stores what, in all honesty. But I'll have you store chestnuts, and then I'll put one here, one here. One stores chestnuts. You'll store... What we can store? We have plenty of space for them. You'll store dandelions, and then you'll store spatterdocs for now, because we're gonna roast some spatterdocs once we get there. There's not many available workers right now, which is fine. Workers available, nothing to do in range. What do you mean nothing to do in range? What are you talking about? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll set one beaver to work on this. We have 2.6 days in the drought, over 100 points of water and food, so feeling confident there. We have a decent amount of water pumping away. So I think we're doing good so far. If you're paused, you guys can work on something else. For now, we'll keep the science station going. And yeah, I'll let the lumber mill do their thing. Yeah, we're doing well. I know a lot of beavers died earlier. Earlier and in past episodes, but I'm trying to make up for it. I promise. I'm good at this game, quote unquote. But yeah, we have our new food sources coming along with spatterdocs and cattails. Spatterdocs we can just cook in the bakery and call it a day, but for cattails we'll need a grinding station. But I want to wait a bit because I really want to get these going. I know I spent a bit of science points earlier, but, you know, the sooner the better. How is our little guy over here? Wow, they've made a lot of progress. So we're getting closer, actually. I'll let them do their thing. Will they cover all the trees? They'll cover all of them. Okay, perfect. And then we'll be able to work on our floodgate. It's too far from the district, but once we have this guy clear out some of the trees, we'll have space. I'm not too worried about the distance from the district either, because after a while, things will clear up and it'll make it easier down the line, so yeah, it'll be fine. Our colony feels healthy. Their happiness is up to 5 right now. We can make it better in due time, but for now, we have made a lot of progress. So just gonna keep an eye on these guys. I'm actually gonna pause these water stations, because if the water dries out, our plants dry out, and I don't want to risk that. And we have a lot of water in storage, so we should be okay. So this should be fine. It's really heartwarming to see the colony grow as time passes. Look at this little guy. Hi, Tasia. They're off doing their thing. But it's so nice. As things go around... Ooh, look at this guy. Oh, they're already gone. But I like seeing the interactive animations they have. I can actually, now that I think about it, I can put something here. Well-being, let's put a medical station here. Because I know eventually they're going to get sick or they'll need help, especially with the colony size growing. So the sooner the better. And we have a lot of baby beavers coming in. And the water's dried out. Ugh. But we should be okay. These plants die in a day. Our carrots die in a day. Our blueberry bushes are more resilient. Our dandelions die in a couple days, but we should be fine. Because again, the water is going to come in any second. And yeah. Now that I think about it, we do have this little reserve here, so this may be a good opportunity to expand a bit. Could look into this. Okay. So, instead of expanding this direction, we can expand here. Since we have a water source. And we have an underground ruin, so we can get scrap metal there too. Okay. Okay, we'll work on it. Release the floodgate. Excellent. Some of our plants dried out, but our farmer will work on it. And I'll release the floodgate. And turn on just a few of these. Maybe 1 or 2. We still have a lot of water, so not too worried. I'll raise the floodgates for these 2. Maybe lower it just a bit. But not bad, not bad. We've gathered some more water. We've started our aquatic farmhouse with some spatterdock and cattails. We've got more sources of food. And we have a floodgate to look forward to over here and possibly expand the horizon. Maybe gather some more scrap metal, and maybe we could even travel a bit further south, in all honesty. But yeah, I'd say that's it for our colony. Not many beavers died. That's a +1 for me. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you later. You know, the usual. Like, subscribe. No rush. Or no pressure, really. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.